We've got Shivesh from Chalmers University, and I think we have a compatriot or a colleague with him who's also bought his own pet. I think this is, I'm kind of speechless actually because we're supposed to work with someone who, is basically wires and plastic and
Motors.
steel, yeah, and a
Motors.
lot of information in it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us more about your colleague.
Okay. So we have two robots here from our lab. One is a humanoid robot, and the second system is a quadruped. You can see them as general purpose machines, which you can program for many different tasks. So the humanoid robot, for example, can be programmed to help in manufacturing tasks. So we recently released a demo where the humanoid is helping in a factory. But it's pretty general purpose, so it can be used in care, in service industry, inspection, and so on. The quadruped robot that we have, it's more stable because it has 4 feet, right? But it takes more footprint, so it needs more space to walk. So in applications where you need a small footprint to walk, right, there humanoid is a better form factor. But in applications where you need more stability, there the quadruped is good. So we are programming this robot to make a tour guide at Chalmers. So you can, for example, ask directions. I want to go to the library, and the robot is connected to ChatGPT-like interface. So we are connecting the cognitive aspects of intelligence to the physical aspects of intelligence, and it can help you find your way. But that's just one application. Right now, these robots are also being used in like nuclear power plants or offshore facilities where it's dangerous to deploy humans. So these robots, they go around, they look at different sensors, they monitor the environment and update the data.
So if I have to start from, or if I have to sort of bring in where we started from, and I would like to maybe call upon Professor Uwe as well. He asked the question, can it tell a joke? Can it tell a joke as of now?
That
one. The one
this
that
one
might be my colleague very soon, yeah.
This one does not have the LLM integration. This one has, but I think my student needs some time to start that one.
Okay, that's
maybe towards the end of the session we can show you that part.
Sure.
Yeah, you
the
can
joke or
yeah.
Oh, okay, all right, that's interesting. You want to show us something on that, on the pet?
Yeah, he will just connect
the pet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Shivesh, I want to ask you something, right? As people who work in the university, we always are looking for PhD students, right? When do I think that I can get him as my PhD student?
Good question. I think you can have Claude as a PhD student. It's pretty good for many research tasks. In fact, as a professor, I'm now thinking, what is a PhD or what is a master thesis? Because things that you would define as master thesis topics nowadays can be solved by AI, right? So, but when it comes to physical aspects of AI, we are not there yet. I must tell you, there is a lot of success here, but it's also a lot of hype. Physical AI is much more complicated to achieve than the cognitive aspects of AI. Even though we as humans, we have a certain bias. Like when we see someone really good at math, we think this guy is intelligent, or someone very good at chess, we think this is real intelligence. But we don't appreciate how we walk or how we can carry heavy things, right? But if you look at the state of the current technology, this is much more difficult to do than doing math or writing poetry with ChatGPT. So probably a safer career choice in future is to teach your children to be plumbers, because those jobs will probably stay and more creative jobs will disappear. So yeah, that's somehow the sad reality.
Yeah, but that's fascinating. Yeah, that's fascinating, because one of the key things in terms of this whole intelligence research, so Howard Gardner said that we tend to think about only IQ and EQ, and then he talked about kinesthetic intelligence and different forms of intelligence, and you're basically saying that this humanoid can be programmed for different forms of intelligence, so to speak. Right?
Yeah, so actually this is well understood in AI. It has a name, it's called Moravec paradox. And it says something like, the 35 years of AI research actually showed that hard problems are easy and easy problems are hard. So I think we have made a big progress in this area, but still we can't reach the level of dexterity that humans have for solving certain tasks. We are just not there yet. And we can do, the locomotion is to a great extent solved now. So this robot is very stable. You can try to push it and it really recovers. And it's very difficult to make it fall. Maybe not towards this one because it doesn't see. But it's pretty stable, right? But still, like, our hands are so sophisticated. When you want to do any fine manipulation, these robots cannot do that yet. But if you have coarse manipulation tasks, like if you want to carry a box or sort some parcels at a sorting facility, those are the kind of things that can be automated right now with humanoid robots. But yeah, maybe in 20 years, those things will be solved as well. Yeah.
Uwe?
I'm just fascinated by the looks of it. So it's this dog, Fido. So I was asking before. I was so well, what came to my mind was how you named it.
Good question. It was at a fika chat in Sweden. You know, it's a common thing. So we just asked, what's the most relatable dog name in Sweden? Yeah. And then my colleague said it's Fido. And we liked the name, so we named it Fido.
I just asked the question because I think that it's a common thing that new technology takes on from the old patterns, of course. So here we have the old technology, the dog, which has a common name. And of course, this new dog has to be named dog to follow on path. So I think a lot of what we are seeing around us now in forms of new technology is as with the cars in the old days, they started up as carriages but without the horse. Yeah. So we tend to imagine the new world in terms of the old.
Right.
So I mean, this might have to change.
In what sense? Sorry.
Because what we heard, we are not enough. We're not nearly near the speed and the scale of the changes we need to imply in the world to get where we need to go in terms of sustainability and so on. We're not even near. So part of that problem might be that we are designing the solutions in terms of the old problems. Part of that, and we are just sort of tracking, following the same paths, along the same path as before. So we might need a sort of a shock or something that makes us takes it out of these tracks and into new things. So AI might be that, but it also might be just the same, more of the same, only faster and at bigger scale.
Yeah, I mean, you are absolutely right. I don't have more to say on that. I think you summarized it well.
So what is this person's name?
We don't have a name for that person yet.
Still getting an identity.
If you have good recommendations,
he's getting an identity.
Let me know.
He must have, of course. He will be given an identity. Yes.
So Shivesh, do you think that at a certain point the overall cognitive aspect of both the robots is so sophisticated that one day Fido will turn to you and saying that, why did you name me Fido?
I think we could do something like that now already. So it also has a vision language action model, so it can like see. Should I talk to the robot?
Yeah, please.
Hi Fido, what do you see? No.
It's got performance
pressure.
anxiety.
So I don't have my mic. Maybe I'm going on. So sort of just closing this because we being just a little aware of the time as well. But the humanoid or who is going to get an identity soon, as of now, you are training it for a particular enterprise to work in their sort of factory or to work in their unit. how fast do you think companies are going to actually start adopting humanoids and to work alongside humans who, at least in terms of physical, the way we look, there is going to be some resemblance, because there is still a difference that we see between the one who is yet to be named and us.
Yeah, very good question. I think it depends a lot also on the risk appetite of the company. So you see in the US and in China, these robots are already being deployed in some pilot programs. But in Europe, it's the progress is a bit slower. But also Europe is more pragmatic when it comes to technology adoption. So I think it will happen eventually. But like as I was saying before, anything that is like requires locomotion, you want to operate in a human structured environment, and some little bit of manipulation. I think those are the tasks where humanoid robots can be successful as the technology stands today. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're approaching the final. But just stay on. We'll see what Fido answers to our approaches. I think we have learned a lot here today. I have been trying to follow some of the key tropes here. One of the first things that entered to my mind is the very important issue, I think, that AI and all these type of new technology, they will not only create new futures and new ideas and things, but also new geopolitics. Geopolitics is a very important issue now, of course, and this new technology is not neutral in a sense. It will be placed somewhere, and this will create a brave new world in terms of geopolitics. I think that's a very intriguing insight that we need to look into. But then a number of words have come up throughout these 4-5 hours. One of them is trust. So when Pramod Varma spoke about trust, he meant that now we are getting into low cost, high trust in terms of the opposite before. And he also underlined that AI could be a capability for many new things, but actually, and then they ended for what? Which is, of course, the crucial question here. Trust is a key. Trust and confidence, many of our speakers said. And the other two words that have come up all the time throughout is speed and scale. Because that's why AI obviously can speed up things and at scale. But just a comment on that is that, of course, that speed and scale is often looked at as sort of quantitative aspects. Scale means bigger, and speed means faster and more. But that's not at all true, because both of these speed and scale are also they transform the quality of things. So they are qualitative things. So scale means doing the same things you thought, but differently. And also speed is a qualitative thing. So we need to look into that. What happens when AI speeds up social patterns, social behavior, human behavior? The quality of this behavior will change, but in what direction we cannot know. And one of the last things here, Klaus Kunz, he said very fiercely that AI is the imperative. We must implement AI to solve the problems we have in front of us. And there's a lot of aspirations throughout the day. We have heard aspirations what AI can do for us. It can change things, it can speed up, it can scale up things, yes, but it can also be more of the same, follow the business as usual, but only faster, only more. It can also be a risk. So these three or different tracks that we could AI could do. And then what I hear also which is really interesting. We have heard about what AI can do, but we have also a few voices what AI does right now, actually doing. It's consuming money, and consuming energy, consuming water, and giving very little back yet. And it's consuming the space for innovation in discussions in academia, in boardrooms, and in startups, in governments. So it's a sort of a consuming, not only a thing that for creation for the future. It consumes a lot of energy space, human energy, and other spaces also. So we have what we end up here. I think today is a sort of not a black and white, but there are many sides to this. But one thing I feel, what I take in, is everybody, all the speakers, I think, have agreed on, that it will come. It is no question of that we are in it. It will come. We might not know what it is, but it's here to stay. So that's, I think, my take on this. So I think that also Klaus said that we should be finishing. We are beyond roundtables now. We have to do, not speak too much about, not speak about what we should do, but actually do it. So I think that this is of course, a very, well, it's true. I think we should go out to do it. But then again, we don't know yet what to do. So that's when what AI can help us maybe to do, because what we have to do, what we know that we have to do is so complex. Also another thread around the voices we heard. The issues in front of us are so multi everything, and so complex, and so much data included. So you might need these new AI systems to help us to get out of the problems we created for ourselves.
Thank you, Uwe. Do you have any last words, or should we wrap up?
We can wrap up. The only thing that that got me thinking was Uwe's talk, where he said that humor and the ability to laugh and make each other laugh, seems to be the holy grail for AI. So it's almost like the new Turing paper, right? So can you tell a joke? Can you make us laugh? Can you laugh along with us? So that's like the new Turing test for AI. So that would be my takeaway.
All right, we'll keep that in mind. Thanks for that. But thank you all for being here. I think it means a lot to us, to the speakers, to the audience, and also to my team, some of whom are here, some of whom are not here. Isha Gupta, Aditi Banerjee, Madhurima, Girisan, Jessica, as well as Jubin Shaji, who are downstairs right now. But thank you, everyone, and we hope to see you at Engaging India at Almadalen next year. You can always write to us or visit our site, and we'd love to connect with you. Thank you.